Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. I'm looking at stress. And it's not looking good, is it? I mean, we got some stressed out units here. This is just the recovery from our last mission. Your stress is at 46. Do we have another Houndmaster in our stagecoach? No, but we have a man-at-arms. Oh my god, the dream has finally become real. I think we get rid of our grave robber at this point. Like, let's be honest, am I ever going to use this jester? Get out of here, jester. I don't need your stupid face here. All right.
And weakness cannot be tolerated.
Thank you for that. We have Bolster. I'm just trying to see what abilities the Man-at-Arms has. It looks like it's a melee class with a shield. Crush, I'm assuming is just, it looks like it's a high crit, fairly long-range melee attack from position 1 and 2. Bellow does maybe 1 to 2 damage and debuffs all units, which actually seems okay. Defender gives you plus 25% protection. Ramparts is a knockback with a stun. Retribution marks target and activates a riposte. I don't know what riposte means. I guess that means probably if somebody swings at you, you get an extra crack at them or something. Yeah, it also marks the unit. Okay, interesting. Well, we have a full roster here. We may do a level 3 mission here. But we may do a level 1 mission. We'll just see how it looks down here. Oh, we have another boss. Kill the Sonorous Prophet. Raving Madman, Doombearer, Apocalyptic Herald. Whatever his role, there is a sickness in his wild sermons that must be silenced. Dispose of this prophet. How could we not do a boss right now? So, we want a well-versed team that can hit every position. Sonorous Prophet. I don't know anything about the Sonorous Prophet. I do know we haven't used Bear Taffy in a while here. I just want to go back and see quickly if we can upgrade our blacksmith. I check it every time. No, we need some more of those. Can we upgrade our guild? No. Another question. Can we upgrade these guys to the next level of their abilities? No. Okay. So what would our team look like? Sonorous Prophet. Oh, that's not where I meant to be. Sonorous Prophet. I'm assuming maybe this is like a boss that's like stress-focused or something? Based on the fact that, Doombearer, Raving Madman, Apocalyptic Herald. That's what we've heard so much out of these, like, lunatics that we've been fighting, is that they're stress-focused. So maybe... I mean, I don't really know what a squad looks like if it's stress-resilient. Hysterical blindness. Okay, your stress is good. I think we'd roll Kate and Bear. Oh, it's a level 1 boss? Oh, this changes everything then. Okay. Are we really going to go into this with level 0s? No, I think we'll probably do maybe this long mission. We get an Abomination trinket that looks okay. One day I'll use the Abomination to transform again. And then we can come back and we can take one turn, basically, to treat stress. So we can get the Grave... okay. Okay. There we go. So the Houndmaster we definitely want. So just get... that done there. Do we have a healer already? Not really. Do we have another vessel? No. Okay. So if we're gonna go out on a boss mission, we're probably gonna try to take our man-at-arms just to get him some experience because he's valuable. You have weird reconstruction, so you could be a healer, and then we could also take our arbalist who's just started, and we could take our Houndmaster. Or we should probably take Ruka on the mission as well. Little bit expensive there, not a huge fan, but that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna actually send the A-team out on a mission for the first time in a while. Long mission, unless we want to do this one. Medium, 100% of room battles, plus 40% stun resist, plus 30% blight resist, plus 30% bleed resist, minus 10% max HP. And that does seem good, but the ruins are a little bit of a lower level, so I think that maybe we should probably get that cranked up first. Obviously, yeah, Cove and Warrens need the love as well, but I kind of miss our A-team. So we put Kate at the front. We put Bear at the front, Kate in the middle, myself at the back, and Nick in the third spot. Stun rise, stun set. And this is a team that we used like almost exclusively forever. And now it's been a while since we've used them. Okay. Sort by unequip all trinkets, sort by rarity. There we go. Bear is gonna get worse blight resist for better crit chance if he's in position 1, and probably the Brawler's Gloves as well, although that lowers his crit chance. So he gets plus 25% damage. Maybe Yeah, okay, there you go. Let's give him this for more HP, lower accuracy, but also much better dodge. Okay, Kate in the number 2 spot. Hell's Hairpin only does anything for us if, well, it does only things good for us if the torch is below 25, which is unlikely for us in our near future here. I think we give her better bleed chance, and yeah, let's give her better accuracy with melee skills, even more so than a Solar Crown. Nick gets, yeah, plus 15 accuracy. This is all good except stress damage. 15 accuracy on ranged skills, 40% stun chance, 20% blight skill, plus 15% stress damage, of course, but still, that seems pretty sweet. And maybe plus 40% disease resist is pretty good. And then myself, usually we go for the extra heal, and then this special vessel one, which is even more heal chance. But it makes our stun and our speed lower. But I think that's a really good loadout. So we're on the ruins. We start with some anti-venom, so that's going to inform... Oh, it's a long mission? Let's take 4 shovels then. That's going to inform what we take with us. I'm going to take 18 torches. And we're camping twice. So I think we'll take 2.5 full stacks of food. Well, 2.5 stacks. And then we'll just... 2 keys. Alright, so we got like no inventory space. But I'm still... okay with this, I think. You know, we'll start camping when it feels appropriate. Explore 90% of rooms. Let's start by going down. I'm okay with that. We've got it scouted, so we might as well take advantage of it. We know there's not going to be combat. I forgot that these guys are all infested with diseases and stuff like that make them too curious for their own good. The maiden swings shut on its own, locking them inside. Now she has claustrophobia. Severe fear of enclosed spaces. It doesn't seem to manifest itself in combat, so I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with it for now, at least. Kate gets a disarm. Small bit of stress relief.
The light, the promise of safety.
Relatively free opportunity to explore there. Okay, good. Gotta get used to the A-team again. I don't know if maybe we'll end up kind of refactoring the A-team, because we're not really having that many amazing synergies. We just have a lot of stuns, and then these units have also been leveled pretty aggressively because we've used them so much. But it feels good to get back to the team that I remember. No surprises here, unfortunately. All right, so Plague Grenade is pretty good, but we could also have a pretty good chance for a stun. They've got 45% resist. This is 120, so it's like a 75% chance of a stun on 2 different units at the same time. Let's try it. Nice. Lucky us, I guess is what I would say about that. The stuns are going to come off pretty quickly, but at least we stopped them from doing damage. So we spent 1 turn to stop them from doing something for 2 turns. Wicked Hack. These guys have 25% protection, but we can kill them in 2 good hits anyway, so I think we just go for the 2 good hits. 12 was near the upper end of our damage there, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Uppercut Slice. We resisted the move, and then we'll do a Zealous Accusation. Should pick up 1 kill and a little bit of damage on the guy in the back. Good. Now I think we throw out a stun. Your stun resist is 45. Our stun chance is 119. It's either that or just the extra damage, but this only does 4 to 7. You know what? I think maybe we're better off not necessarily going for a kill, but getting a kill is not bad, and it also put us, even if it didn't crit, it would have put us in a position where maybe a breakthrough or a Zealous Accusation could have gotten a kill plus as well. And when I say kill plus, I just mean we kill a unit, and we get a little bit of damage on another unit, or a buff on ourselves, or a debuff on an enemy, or something like that. Lower dodge, that's not that bad. These guys don't have great stun resist, but we probably got to do some damage at some point. So let's start stacking that up right now. Nick has hit and bled, 2 damage per round, so if we do 6 damage, this unit is dead. If it bleeds, we'll almost certainly finish the job. We could have gone for a breakthrough, but I didn't really want to debuff her any more than is strictly necessary. Go for a Zealous Accusation just to move the corpse up, and then I still have 1 move. We'll probably go for a stun on that one. Not a huge chance. Yeah, the stun resist, unfortunately, didn't work out for us there. But I figured it was still the right choice just to try to get some extra value out of it. Blanket Fire. I mean, it's annoying, but it's not that bad because we'll just have, well, if it bleeds, and you are pretty much dead now. I'm actually going to throw out the stun on the unit in front. My hope being that, yeah, we can get a party heal here, which actually healed super nicely. Almost everybody's at full HP. This guy's not quite gonna die. He throws out a rush shot, which we dodged. That's pretty much the ideal situation. We got something for nothing and our chicks for free there. All right.
As the enemy crumbles.
Good encounter, I would say. We're down like 2 HP on the whole party, so I'm not feeling too bad about that. We know we got no combat in here, and we also probably do not need to pop a torch before our next combat. Ooh, we got lots of vision here. Actually, not as much as I thought. It didn't quite give us the next room. All right, the Abomination, or the Slavering Ghoul, is annoying here. He's got decent Blight, decent Bleed Resist. Stun Resist is 70, so I think in this case we do throw out the Plague Grenade for the decent chance to get him blighted. Okay, and that's 15 damage right there, which is awesome. Now we're going to go for the 75% chance of a stun on the Gladiator. It also crit, so the damage was good, and the stun worked. This guy's still going to get to attack, obviously, but at least we've taken the other guy out of the equation for a turn. Skull Toss is decent damage and high stress, but we resisted the stun, which was nice. We're going to try to bleed the dude at the back. That's 5 damage plus another 9. And honestly, I think we maybe just throw out a party. It's not worth a party heal. Let's throw out a... Divine Grace is very unlikely to pick up the kill. I think we just throw out a heal on Nick. You know, they've only got 2 units doing actions. If we can counteract one of their actions with one of our units, that's pretty positive. Now, we could try to inflict a little bit more bleed, but the damage is not going to be that good. I think maybe we just... I guess we could try to Blinding Gas. The odds are not great, though. Let's go for another Plague Grenade, you know. If we can stack up 10 damage from Blight per turn, that's going to kill him if he gets 6 more damage done. So this is a group high-stress attack. It actually only hit the 3 units in the back. It also lowered our torches. Ren for the Old Gods hits Kate, inflicts bleed. We don't have any bandages, but it's okay. I think we actually maybe throw a Zealous Accusation. We only need to do 6 damage to the Slavering Ghoul to kill it, so anything that can hit multiple units is going to be our priority. So we'll also throw out a Breakthrough, and effectively, that unit at the back is now dead as well. 3, yeah, it's dead. So we'll throw out a heal on Kate. And anytime we have extra actions that we can do, we're gonna take advantage of it. Like, you might as well go for a Wicked Hack and hope you crit so you get a little stress relief. We'll throw out, I guess, a party heal. We got a crit for a little bit of stress relief as well. Oh, we didn't get any stress relief there. Might as well buff Kate up a little bit because this unit is dead anyway. Do any actions that don't do damage, and, you know, that's good for us. Okay, we have 2 more damage coming out to Kate, but apart from that, it's a pretty, you know, nice, amenable encounter there, I would say. A little bit of stress got stacked up there, but considering that might be one of the harder combats we have in here, that's not too bad.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Hate to say it, but I just threw away 1 torch. It's not that bad, but, you know, the inventory management is going to be a pain in the ass here because, you know, our inventory is the same size it always is, but we're going to be taking so much more stuff because the mission is longer. Oh, we have Twitching Maggots now. High dodge stat. High resists as well. I'd really like to kill them before they can attack because they can inflict diseases, so let's just go for the Incision. Means a Zealous Accusation is very likely to get a kill. I think we actually have to break through and hope for the best. Okay. If we could just attack before the Twitching Maggot gets to attack. Okay, we resisted some Blight. Oh, we do, thank God. Okay, I mean, on the surface, that's a really easy encounter. We just want to make sure that encounter doesn't cause us problems in the future because of, like, permanent debuffs. So I wanted to make sure we prioritize the dudes at the front. Okay, the debuff is gone from Kate, and we are about to have another little spell of combat. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Gargoyle here. Huge dodge and good protection. We probably... well, what's his... Its Blight resist is not good, but its Bleed resist is very good. So let's try to get in there with some Blight, and since the Blight works, that unit is actually dead in 2 turns because it only has 10 HP anyway. Rather than throw out a Zealous Accusation, we'll go for the early hit. That's not the damage that we would hope for there. Stressful Incantation on Nick is annoying because he is the most stressed unit. He's also marked now for higher damage. But he didn't get attacked by Rend for the Old Gods. Rend for the Old Gods actually completely missed. And then they do it again. This time it hit, and may inflict bleed. Resisted the bleed, but she gets debuffed with higher stress damage. Okay. I would really like that gargoyle to not have a chance to do anything. We need to hit it for 5. Breakthrough will not do it. If it bleeds, is unlikely to do it. So actually, I think we just try to kill this guy. Fair enough. He is dead. And then maybe we throw out a stun. What's your stun resist, Mr. Gargoyle? Very low. So I think we actually do that. Only does 1 damage. Ah, he resisted. The problem, no, now there's no point in attacking him because he's gone at the end of the next turn. He does 2 damage. Tried to stun, but it failed. Lucky us. I think we probably try to throw out a stun on the 2 units at the back. It's a little bit of an overkill on the 3rd unit, but the 4th unit we want stunned, so it just does basically 5 damage without them having any risk. Then we can just go for the Wicked Hack up front. That was super good. Okay, that's beautiful. You probably just throw out a Smite. Pick up the kill. And then, I guess, is your stun resist higher? Your stun resist is going to make it very difficult to get this hit. But we really only have to do 3 damage to you, so this will do it. Yep. Awesome. Whoa, we critted ourselves on the heal, too, for a little bit of stress relief. Fantastic. Actually, a pretty good encounter again. We can't carry the rubies, but the rubies are very valuable, so we're going to drop, at this point, probably the holy water. Take the ruby. It's a sarcophagus. It's completely empty. I still don't want to camp yet. You know, part of Darkest Dungeon is, ooh, there's a secret room and we got keys. Part of Darkest Dungeon is using your inventory properly so that you can, you know, get as much money back as possible. But I really feel like for us right now, it's a little bit more about survival. But I'll admit that financially it would be nice to do this. Ancient artifact. Key. Secret compartment contains great treasures. We're definitely taking all of this. So, drop the onyx. This is just like a financial decision. I think you should drop 3 torches and take 1. We could have used one of those torches. Like, this is gonna be, it's gonna get a little dark here. Maybe drop 550 gold and take 2,500. But yeah, oh no, I don't want to be here. I'll admit this is a little dangerous. I really don't want to camp yet because we may need the stress damage, or we may need to toe the line a little bit. Let's keep cranking on these torches. I don't think it matters too much when you use them if you're just trying to make them go as long as possible. Okay, stun resist is too high. That means we need to kill one. That's good. That lowers our odds of getting totally screwed. Ooh, dodge. Dang. 6 stress. Resisted the stun. Oh, no disease? We went for broke there, and unfortunately we basically got broke. But we did pick up 2 kills on the second attack. Luckily, we got to go before they did. The vessel speed is so low that obviously they're not going to be able to attack first here. That's a lot of stress. Resisted the disease, but did get stunned. Okay, so we're on to our next turn. This unit is going to die. There's pretty much no way around it. Unless we miss, which did not happen. So we know we've got combat coming up. How do we look for it? Well, I mean, you just keep walking straight. But I mean, no. How do our characters look for it? They look fine. As long as it's not like something we've never seen before, I feel pretty good. All right, 4 spiders. Shouldn't be too bad. The units at the back, low stun resist, low blight resist. So we start off with a blight because if it hits, they have a 2-turn lifespan. Nice. Anything that hit, oh, nice dodge as well. Anything that hits them will basically put them into lethal range. Okay, our vessel gets stunned again, which is a shame because I'd really like to. Let's try. It's much better odds to just do that. It's a shame because we could have thrown out, you know, a party heal or something like that. I think you do go for a breakthrough. The reason I'm doing this is to try to put those spiders into lethal range, which they both are now. Stun comes off. Hopefully we get to attack first here. If so, it's been a pretty easy spell of combat. Nick is just killing it, man. We can't take any of this. Okay.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Well, I guess we'll just not take it then. I can't really give too much stuff up, unfortunately. So I think we'll camp and then we'll try to open the strong box. So we'll eat a stack of food, we used a log, and we're gonna use our last key here as well. Probably number one thing is lower stress damage on Nick. Okay, now everyone's pretty good. Let's buff ourselves. How do we buff ourselves so we don't get caught at night? We can't. Don't you have something that removes someone's disease? No. 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 Okay. So let's buff, let's buff... Who's doing the most damage? Maybe Bear. Let's buff Bear with better accuracy, better dodge. And... apart from that, I don't... Everything looks pretty good. Bear has a buff to reduce not only stress, but also stress damage. And everybody's, like, pretty much killing it right now in terms of, like, health and sanity. Unfortunately, we did get ambushed. And the ambush has shuffled us in probably the worst way that you could imagine. But they're pretty weak enemies. Oh, that dodge is horrible, by the way. Way to go, Nick. At least he resisted the blight. Kate gets critted, so that's a little bit of stress. She's marked. Not too much damage, though. And stunned. Wow. 14 damage Endo Blight. Are you shitting me? Alright, well, we get Bear Taffy back in there with a dope-ass crit. Yeah, you need to use an anti-venom. Okay, go for the incision. Oh, Nick, what are you doing, man? Yo, this is actually really bad. She's blighted for 4 points of damage per round. Oh, good dodge. Good dodge. First, use the anti-venom, then break through. Okay, she kills one. Chloro! Throw out a dirty party heal here to try to keep everybody alive. And then you, I guess, will just move up one so you don't take stress damage. Thank God we get to go first. And Nick didn't completely fuck it up on the last attempt there. I appreciate that. Everybody get back into, you know, fighting positions here. Good situation. Thank God we slept recently. Or rested. At least we can actually take all this stuff now. Alright. Back down. Explore 90% of rooms. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to go. Keep in mind we don't have... we have 8 torches left. It's not bad. We got some combat coming up right now. We're hoping Kate doesn't get hit early so we can actually just have her heal, because we got combat immediately. No surprise is a huge problem here. I think in this rare case, we go for the double stun. And the reason is, we have to try to prevent Kate from being hit. So the double stun actually worked. It's going to come off one by one here, probably. Yeah. Hopefully we get to go next. Oh, we didn't, but they attacked me, which is better, especially because I dodged. Okay. Then, I think we go for the single stun. This is basically just playing the short game to try to ensure that we can actually do some attacks. Might as well go for it, right? Hit the unit at the back. We can do some attacks and also some heals to keep Kate alive. And we just healed her for 10, which is actually very meaningful. We survived the first turn. Blanket fire would be good if we got some dodges. That's acceptable, I'd say. I mean, do you go for the stun again, or do you just throw a maybe some plague grenades back there? They're gonna need to be hit a little bit more, but still. Kate got hit for 1, not a big deal. We resisted the debuffs anyway. I think you maybe honestly throw out a breakthrough. Instead of doing a breakthrough, if we're only gonna kill 1, why not go for that? That unit is now deceased. Slice and dice. Ooh, at least it critted the one that's not gonna destroy us. Shank on the vessel at the back is a dodge, and we continue to play... Oh, wait, we have a little bit more work to do here. Nice. We continue to play the waiting game a little bit by doing a heal on Kate. We healed her for 10 again, so she picked up like another 4 HP or 6 HP round over round. You are now dead, so please just miss. That's annoying, but not horrible. We all resisted the debuff. That unit is dead. If we could stun the unit in the middle, that would be ideal. But I guess we start with probably, what's your protection? 25. Wicked Hack is 6 to 12. If it bleeds is 4 to 8 with a decent bleed chance. So it's going to be 5 plus 6, so that'll be 11 damage total if they live that long. Yeah, I think you probably just go for the incision. Hope that you stack up enough bleed to get them killed before they can attack. And this actually should be it. And we actually get to throw out like one more dope heal here. We actually heal better in combat than we do when we're resting, strangely enough. Alright.
Slow death.
That was actually a great opportunity for us to get a little bit more momentum. We can't take the buffs with us. We're more interested in finances, I guess, than we are in heirlooms right now. Just so we haven't upgraded our squad, any of our squad members wholesale in quite a while. So I am kind of feeling the burn there a little bit. Like I want to make sure that we're handling the tactical side, then we'll worry about the strategic layer. Okay, there is combat in our next room. We can't tell if there's combat in the room after that. Might as well look in this. Usually you get a map. Instead we get loot. Take all. It's worth 1,000 each. These are worth 500, 500. So we'll just... You know what? We're going to get rid of all our anti-venom to take an emerald. And that might be a problem. Like, that might not end up actually being a good decision. But we'll see. The sack's contents are yours. 50 extra gold. We're almost at 2 full stacks there. I don't want to camp soon, but it might be advisable. We'll see. In a way, you almost want to get screwed in combat so that you can have an excuse to camp. Kate gets hit, resists the move, does get stunned. That's bad. Stressful incantation. Hits. This unit has low stress resistance right now because of the trinkets I gave them. Ren for the Old Gods hits. We resisted the bleed. We resisted the debuff. That's good news. These units at the back are very likely to be blighted, and they've already attacked, except for one of them. So I feel like you just go for the aggressive move and hit them with blight so that they'll be weaker on the next turn. Lash of the Tail can stun Nick if it hits. It actually moved him and stunned him, which is unfortunate. But I guess I'll live with it. We won't be able to handle it till the next turn. So, we tried to throw out a stun on the gremlin, or the gargoyle on this turn. That worked. I get to do a move. This unit is already dead. How much damage does this unit need to take to be killed? It also gives us extra torch power. 7 damage, 1 to 1. That's so bad. Sorry, judgment is what I was looking for. 5 to 9 damage. So unless it crits, it's not going to kill. 2 to 4 damage. You're dead due to the blight. Self-heal. You know what? I actually think we take the action here and just move backwards. Kind of a wasted move, but it does mean that Nick is free to not have to move on his turn. Because he was just coming off a stun anyway. Of course, we then get Eldritch pulled. Totally fuck up our system here. That's okay. So we need to do 8 damage to this unit to kill it. They dodged if it bleeds, which is really bad for us. Ren for the Old Gods critted us.
Injury.
Doesn't make us bleed, thankfully, but still, the crit is annoying. At least Holy Lance effectively picked up the kill there. And then honestly, I think now we just start throwing out party heals. Everybody's hurt enough to justify a heal of 4 or 5. Hopefully Nick can do something from the back there. I think he should be able to. He can at least Emboldening Vapors. So he'll just throw that out on Kate here. And we've got this pretty much handled. 6 damage plus a bleed. Yeah. I mean, they have really high bleed resist, but we wanted to throw something down there to get around their protection anyway. So let's go party heal. And then ideally, we'll have a stun that we can throw out. Nice. Now we'll see how many actions we can fit in before that stun wears off. Or we can just crit them for 30. That's also pretty functional. We can't hold like any of this shit. Forget it. I don't want the key. I don't even really want the strong box, but we'll look at it and see anyway. We've made the right decision to take the emerald. I think we're stacking those up nicely. Tons of scouting still too. I don't feel like we're 2/3 of the way through the mission necessarily yet. Although we do only have to explore 90% of rooms, which is not, that's not every room. Still got 6 torches. Please don't look at this. Ah, why? Look, I cut quite the heroic figure, do I not? Yuck. The hero's history of sin is too much to bear. 14 stress damage. Beautiful. Well, we can camp soon to get that stress taken care of. No scouting this time. We've got at least 1 bit of combat coming up, maybe a little bit more. 3 of these twitching maggots. No surprise. Dang, son. Okay. At least Nyx lights out with that incision attack right now. And what do you think Breakthrough could actually pick up 2? Unlikely. At least we got 1 more killed. Hopefully we get to go first. We do. Stun resist is so high, we pretty much got a one-shot it here. Nice. That's pretty lucky for us. Fortunately, we can't take this.
A trifling victory.
But a victory nonetheless. No combat. Okay. We're probably going to need to go up there. Don't look at the curio. Nice. There's a mechanic that's been on my mind. In the darkest times. Curios. Finally, we surprised them. Hey, there's like a bone spearman. How did you know my porn name? These guys can be blighted pretty nicely. We could also stun them to try to avoid stress and damage for a turn, but I kind of like the idea of stacking it up early. Like, if we can hit them with 2 plague grenades in the first 2 turns, that's gonna make their lives pretty nasty. Skeletons don't really bleed, so that's not gonna be functional. But an Iron Swan, we need to do like 9 damage to put him in fatal range. Oh, you're the worst! Alright, I think we should throw out a stun if possible on the unit most likely to be stunned, just to save us from a little bit of damage. You know, we're following the flowchart here. I also feel like we should stun if possible. It also gives us extra torches. Well, I guess the unit most likely to be stunned. And in this case, we're actually going to stun the unit most likely to do more damage to us because the stun chance was the same. They resisted the stun. We get the torch bonus, so there's something there. Tempting Goblet hits our unit that has the least amount of stress and has debuffed them with lower crit chance. Spear Thrust. Yeah, I had a feeling this would be a little bit of like a glass cannon style unit. Axe Blade hits as well. No debuff, at least. Well, you're dead now, so you better get in your attack here, because you can't do any more. Tempting Goblet gets us with another debuff that's going to make it very difficult for us to crit. We're going to throw out a Wicked Hack on this guy. Good. So that saves us from an attack. This guy's not quite dead yet. He needs like a plague grenade or something. Nice! We actually dodged the bone spear. I mean, it's either this or we throw out an incision, but then we're not hitting this unit at all. So yeah, what's your HP? 11. Sadly, I don't know that it's the right call, because I guess we could hit you with a breakthrough afterwards. It's a bit of a tough one. What's your bleed resist? 220. Okay, right, you can't make a skeleton bleed. Tell you what, okay. We're gonna hit this guy anyway with Illumination. We're not gonna heal. Not Illumination, maybe, whatever the other one is, Judgment. So we might as well go for the damage, even though it's not gonna bleed. 4 damage is 4 damage. I don't love that, but I think it was not horrible necessarily. I think we do go for the stun, even though it's only a 3/4 chance. It's still damage plus the stun chance, and it did get the stun, so it saved us from an action. And then you're going to throw out the Judgment and hit this guy, and now he's in lethal range. So these 2 units at the back are already dead. Nice. Okay, you go for the incision again. It's either that or Emboldening Vapors, and Emboldening Vapors is kind of like a little bit too cute for me. I'd rather just throw out a move that has a chance to actually pick up the kill, or at least do some guaranteed damage. Yeah, that combat actually went pretty well once we sorted it out.
Success. So
I feel like we do owe it to ourselves to do,
or is it merely a trick of the light?
To take the Houndmaster thing, but I don't know, maybe it's not that good. It's only worth 750 if we bring it back. I think we just say no to that for now, unfortunately. Tell you what, we're going to come down here one more time, one more room, and then we are going to rest. I'm never getting rid of these shovels. I know people are going to be like, you haven't used the shovels at all. These shovels ain't going nowhere. Too many bad experiences. Okay, rest, eat.
Circle in the dark.
Take out stress on me. And also buff yourselves however you can. So, lower stress. You can't lower stress on yourself, except by the prey ability, which will heal stress on most units. Oh, but not on you. Nice, and we have 2 extra. Nobody else has stress. You might as well heal our healer and hope we don't get ambushed again. Hey! What a great day to be us. Now, if we go around this loop here, this may be 90% of the rooms. Honestly, this has been pretty easy so far. By the way, Kate should not be at the front. I don't know how long I've left her at the front for. But Bear's supposed to be at the front. He's got those at the front abilities. Why is everyone getting stressed out? The mission's going great. You guys, you could live down here. Okay, this is a large man. Bone Commander. Now, he can't actually be hit by bleed. So we're definitely going to focus on taking out the units at the back and then just bashing the shit out of this guy. He does have good stun resist, but it's still a 50% chance. I feel like that's worth taking a crack at. Lucky us. Okay. I mean, we could break through, but I don't want to debuff ourselves this early. I meant to actually blight the units at the back, not stun them. That's my bad. You were supposed to blight the units at the back, not stun them. That time we did 11 damage just because we could do 11 damage, right? So I pretty much threw that out there just to weaken those units. The stuns are going to come off now. Did we accomplish a lot that turn? No, not as much as we should have. These 2 units should both be much weaker. I used the wrong attack. There's our plague grenades, which should have been our first attack. Okay, now we overkill that guy, unfortunately, but at least he's dead before he can make a move. It's certainly better than if we'd missed. Tempting Goblet. These ones hurt because now, every time Tempting Goblet hits, it's like an extra chance that we're going to lose money. Honestly, I think you throw out a stun. Nice, you're killing it right now. I say we lose money because we're going to have to put... This is our A team. If our units are stressed out, we have to put them in therapy. So we're going to throw out our 50% chance for this again. He didn't have the buff. The stun did work. I'd say that's pretty lucky. He's probably going to get to go first. He has the highest speed. But on the bright side, this unit is now dead. The Bone Noble is deceased. We don't have to worry about him anymore. So we'll just start throwing out... you know what? Let's start throwing out some Emboldening Vapors. Hopefully get our Crusader to throw out some attacks early. We just go for Wicked Hack. 11 damage is not insignificant. And you don't have the stun resist because you're still stunned. Okay, so we'll just go for the hit. That's 15, and I'd say no more buffs necessary, probably. He's killable this turn. Just in case, we'll throw out a heal on Kate, but I really don't think she needs it. Hopefully we get to go before this guy. His speed's only 1, so... sure. We'll go for the raw takedown here. 10 damage is good. All we gotta do is hit him once more, and... this should do it. Nice.
The bigger the beast,
it was handled okay.
the greater the glory.
We don't have any keys, so I don't really want to touch this strong box yet. The inventory management, I'll admit, has been a little bit of a sore spot, but in pretty much every other criteria, we're taking care of this mission pretty well. Dodge that trap. How many torches left? 0. Now we have inventory space. I doubt this is our last room. Next room may be our last room, though. No combat either. Might as well look. Heirlooms, maybe? Nope. Crate is empty. And... a curio. I knew we were going to open it, so we might as well, you know, not protest too much. It didn't get bled. That's a positive. Got like 60% torches coming into this room. And we finished the mission, so I'm going to get the hell out of here. Because everybody is good. Why risk the extra stress? How much money do we get for this? We'll find out when we get back. So we got 5 level 5s now, actually. And I get Clumsy, which replaced Unquiet Mind. And Eagle Eye, which replaced Eldritch Hater. Well, Eagle Eye, I think, is better. Clumsy is probably worse. But that was a pretty positive thing altogether.
All the decadent horrors I have
Ruka could not achieve a meditative state and became frustrated. New quirk, Unquiet Mind. What was Unquiet Mind? Because we just lost it on our unit. May not meditate. Oh, that's not that bad. Anyway, we have 33,000 gold now. That changed quickly. Nobody really needs to be healed, so I think financially we're doing great. Stress healed, I mean. For now, thanks for watching. We're going to come back and probably try to fight the Sonorous Prophets. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Apart from that, for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.